This contest for the Super Lightweight Championship of the world will be governed by the rules of the World Boxing Council. You both know the rules. Shake hands now, return to your corners to await the starting bell. Good luck.
This near-capacity crowd chanting Mexico, Mexico as we begin the fight. It's for the WBC Super Lightweight title scheduled for 12.
Right off the bat, you can see Angel started right with a shot to wake up Chavez. You can see the enormous difference in size, in height. Angel being much taller, but Chavez being much broader.
Chavez works the body in the early rounds, eventually leading to easy knockouts in later rounds. We'll see what happens here. Surgically takes apart his opponent with pinpoint accuracy. He is punishing. And Hernandez, very tough, extremely confident, has effective hands, good puncher, has been damaging in the past, also causing cuts.
There's two guys that really know boxing, and Chavez getting mad that he couldn't, Angel tried to spin him out and grabbed his head, so he grabbed and punched while Arthur Mercanti was trying to break him up. Arthur won't take much of that. He's a tough referee with a lot of experience.
99th championship fight for the illustrious Arthur Mercanti. Hernandez has a very good left hook to the body, and he has never been knocked down as a pro or amateur.
And he's fighting it off that left-handed style. It doesn't seem to bother Chavez at all. I mean, Chavez looks like he's seen everything in the world that could come at him in boxing, and he's coming right through him right now.
Midway first, Purdy, we should point out the president and vice president of the Puerto Rico Boxing Commission protesting tonight's fight with the WBC because it's supposed to be an 18-foot ring, and instead it's a 16-footer, working to the advantage of the champion Chavez.
Greatly working to his advantage because Angel Hernandez needs room to avoid the rushes of Chavez, and he isn't going to get much room in a 16-foot ring.
So just for the record, a formal protest lodged by Puerto Rico on the size of the ring.
Hernandez hot-shotting away and landing pretty well on the face of Chavez. Chavez coming in, willing to take those shots.
Hernandez 37-0-2 with 22 knockouts, rated #1 by the WBC.
Hernandez is more interested in boxing here and is much more tentative than is the champion. Chavez is just coming straight at him with no regard for the punching power of Angel Hernandez.
Under 30 seconds of the first. And a good left, a solid left by Hernandez. And back comes Chavez. And there is some redness on the bridge of Chavez's nose.
Stop hitting on a break. Stop hitting on a break.
And blood appears on the bridge of the nose.
I told you, Arthur Mercanti will not take that hitting on the break.
Mercanti, a strict disciplinarian of the ring. Round 1 is over.
Working on that little tiny cut on the bridge of the nose, that will bleed. That's an area you can't stop a cut there. It will bleed. Mercanti coming over, taking a look. He almost looked like he wanted to say something to Chavez about being a little bit too rough.
Así, sáltele así como estás jugando con él. Esa nariz está abierta. Así es lo único que hay que hacer ahí.
He's being told to keep on jumping around, popping those punches. Don't try to put anything hard. Just box is what Angel Hernandez has been told. He did all right that first round because he is awkward, as you can see, and he's patient. He'll move around. Look at this.
Round 2, and Hernandez does not seem in awe and intimidated by the crowd. They were still tied up, and Chavez let loose. He unleashed with the left.
Chavez is not paying attention to Arthur Mercante, and Arthur is very mindful of the fact that he is here in Mexico City, and you do not tell Chavez what to do here. If he takes a point off here, I don't want to be in the bus going home with him.
I think he may have been behind and didn't have a good vantage point. Wild miss by Chavez.
Let me amend that to say I've never seen Arthur Mercante pay attention to anything except what's happening to him right in the ring. If he sees it, he'll call it.
Left uppercut by Hernandez, but a grazing blow. That did not have full contact, and Hernandez spins Chavez around.
I've seen Hernandez fight a lot.
Quick right hand by Chavez. Headlight.
Hernandez is a master boxer. He'll spin you around. He'll fool you around. He's so crab-like that it's hard to find him and fight him. So far, he's been able to do well with Chavez, but this is only the second ring. And Chavez going to the bully. Let's watch him again as he goes to separate them.
Every little flick by Chavez will get a roar from the crowd here.
Chavez a little upset that he's not hitting anything but air.
He missed again with that right. Blood from the bridge of Chavez's nose continues.
Again the rough stuff.
And Chavez complaining he's getting hit behind the head.
Second warning, says Arthur Mercante to Chavez. Second warning, one more, and it's a point off. He is warning Chavez not to rough him up and not to hit on the break, and that's twice.
You heard the crowd reaction, the whistling, when Chavez was warned.
Let's watch what happens.
And Chavez again complaining that Hernandez is dishing out rabbit punches.
Hernandez doing exactly what he's got to do, which is confuse and frustrate Chavez. Now Chavez is in a wrestling match when he doesn't need to be.
Chavez frustrated. And they're going to have a little conference now, Ferdy.
Clean up this fight now. Let's go. All right.
Clean up this fight, says Mercante. And he means quit wrestling around the head.
Well, this is also the home for wrestling, but now it's the scene for big-time boxing at El Toreo. But they want the wrestling tactics cut out of here, at least for tonight. A slapping left by Chavez. Didn't do much damage, though. Uppercuts by Chavez, and Hernandez inviting him in as the bell sounds.
Pensando las cosas, Julio. ¿Es que le dio sangre? Sí, tanto. I just told him to keep it clean, and you keep it clean. Okay, I'll look for that. Okay.
You heard Arthur Mercante's voice coming over to the corner saying, I told him to keep it clean, you keep it clean. Very little advice except move your head. Move your head, don't get butted.
Tienes que seguir.
And the fans chant for Chavez as we begin round 3.
Chavez looking very frustrated and tired of this game. He wants to get in there and punch, and the other guy doesn't want to accommodate him. Angel is willing to box and frustrate him.
Hernandez rated #1 by the WBC, his first title fight. You wouldn't know it, though. Very poised. 28 straight wins for Hernandez.
And very patient. This is what he's shown in Miami in all his fights. He fights patiently just when you think, well, when's he going to start? He starts to come on, and you'd be surprised what's in store for Chavez if he gets that far, if Angel Hernandez gets that far.
Chavez trying to chase Hernandez down. From the rumor mill, speculation that Chavez has a bad knee and that he was overweight prior to the fight. But he came in with no problem on the scale. Again hitting on the break.
And this time, it's overlooked. Someone in the corner has got to calm down Chavez and tell him, take it easy, it's 12 rounds.